I'm meteorologist Monica Woods with our northern and central California hot forecast. Looking at that rundown for the coast, we've got morning fog, afternoon sunshine, major heat coming to the valley. Be weather aware in the foothills. That heat will include the Sierra foothills, and in the Sierra, dry and sunny. Some areas are going to have that elevated fire danger. Forecast highs for our Tuesday still sitting pretty close to average. 90s in the valley, 70s along the coast, 80s for the foothills, and near 80 up top for the Sierra. Heat risk forecast, it is going to go up. As you can see, driving in through our Thursday and Friday forecast, that's when we really start to see things elevated into that major heat risk. That's going to affect anyone without adequate cooling and hydration. That's why we've got this weather impact alert in effect for the San Joaquin Valley and the Sierra foothills. That'll be Friday. The impact being major heat risk, also needing shade, hydration, and access to cooling. We've got an extreme heat warning going into effect by Wednesday. That's going to take us all the way through Saturday for parts of 395 in the Central Valley and the foothills. As we move our way through the Central Valley and over towards the coast, it's an extreme heat watch. Again, pretty much the same time frame, right around the middle of the week through our Saturday forecast. A little closer perspective here. We've got a fire weather watch in effect also starting up early Thursday morning all the way through Saturday with the heat and a bit of wind and low humidity that's going to elevate that fire risk. And that will be true as well on the opposite side of the state. This is going to be on the east side of the state. This will be for Tuesday. Low humidity, gusty winds, and dry fuel along 395 through parts of near Yosemite all through the southern Sierra. So a lot to watch here as we drive in deeper through this work week. Fire season so far pretty close to last year, a little bit ahead of pace for that 5-year average. But overall, we've had some pretty significant fires this year, including what happened in January in Southern California, as well as that Gifford fire. Over 130,000 acres burned in San Luis Obispo counties and part of Santa Barbara County as well. All right, let's take a look at how things are going to progress throughout our Tuesday and midweek forecast. We still have that light breeze coming in for our Tuesday, keeping temperatures within a decent threshold. But then as we head into our Wednesday forecast, here comes that building ridge of high pressure over the southwest. It's sinking, warming air, and the summer heat makes a big return. Highs for our Tuesday near 80 up top for the Sierra, with 80s and low 90s down low throughout the Sierra foothills. So not quite into that real risk territory yet. We're in the 80s through much of the central Sierra as we head into the Central Valley. Merced at 94, Fresno at 96, a little bit farther to the south and along the central coast. For Bakersfield, 96 degrees. We'll see that as well throughout most of the northern part of this region. Los Banos at 94. Along the central coast, Monterey Bay Peninsula still sitting comfortably in the 60s. A little farther to the south, we get into those 70s, closer to San Luis Obispo, Morro Bay at 71 as well. Looking at the Bay Area forecast, we get morning fog, afternoon sunshine, 60s and 70s along the coast, 80s to near 90 as we trek inland. And along the northwest coast, a nice and cool 62 for Eureka, 62 for Fort Bragg. Head inland, Redding, we're still below 100 at 95. But as we travel through the Central Valley, again, one of those days we're going to be pretty close to our average August highs, right around 90 to 95 degrees. From there, we go up. Chance of thunderstorms returns to the Sierra as well Friday and Saturday, keeping a close eye on that fire danger for the Tahoe Basin. For the foothills, highs will be approaching 100 by the time we get to Friday. For many of us, that's going to be our peak heat. And for the coast, it's a mix of sun and clouds, highs in the 60s and 70s. You can see how our shift in our weather pattern will also bring some warmth to the coast. Highs over the next several days, well, we are on the way up. Once we get through our Tuesday with a high near 90, we go up from there. There's that weather impact alert in place for Friday. We'll keep a close eye on whether we expand that or not.